Hey guys, welcome to another episode of Ask Matt Lloyd. I'm here with Penny and Bill from America. We're actually on day 8 of our Diamond Mastermind here in Costa Rica, and they've got the question for today. So guys, what would you like to know?
Well, Matt, you are not a guru in the internet industry anymore. You are a mogul, and now you've taken it to the next level and you've started developing resorts and real estate. We're curious what your 5 or 10-year plan is. Where are you going to take the company next?
All right, well, first of all, thanks for the compliment. I appreciate that. So let's talk about the 5 to 10 year plan for MOBE, and I'll also try and talk about vision in general, so it doesn't matter whether you're in MOBE or any business. You know, I'm a big believer in that you have to be constantly innovating, and one of the most important questions you can ask as a business owner is, what's next? What's next? Because a lot of business owners, they'll reach a certain level of accomplishment. You know, maybe they'll get to 6 figures. They're making their first, they have their first $100,000 year, and they get stuck in a comfort zone. They start to think, okay, you know, I'm doing well now. This is good enough, and I'm just going to cruise. And that is like the most dangerous thing you could ever do as an entrepreneur, because your competitor, somewhere out there is a competitor, and they have that hunger that only a startup entrepreneur who's broken, desperate, and just dead set on succeeding can have. And so that's who you're up against. So it's like Mark Cuban, the billionaire, says. He says, like, business is the ultimate sport because there is no time off, there's no time out. It is 24/7. And you always have someone who is looking to steal away your market share. They are looking to take away business from you. So you've got to be constantly innovating. Now, MOBE has, at the time of recording, we've been going now for over 5 years, I think even 6 years. And we've been going strong. I mean, we're doing better now than we've ever been doing. Not last month, but the month before, we had the greatest month we've ever had by a long shot. And so to still have that growth in this space that we're in, that's quite rare, because a lot of companies rise and fall in this space. You know, recently, without saying names, there was another company which was a really big company, which after a number of years is now gone. And that happens all the time. So you have to be constantly innovating. So with MOBE, I'm always thinking, what next? As you know, we invested in the resort here in Costa Rica. That's why we're here in Costa Rica now. We've got 23 rooms. We're going to start building another 24 rooms, and I want to have that done by November of this year, right? And it's quite an ambitious timeline. You know, that's 4 months or something like that. But we're going to get it done. And so we're going to end up with 47 rooms, a big seminar room, and that was a big innovation for us, because that allowed us to do these event fulfillments we do, like these masterminds, at our own resort. We save literally millions of dollars a year. And it also means that we can do a lot more. We can keep them smaller, and that's what we're now doing. Like that resort right now, there might only be 5 days, 10 days maximum of the month where there's not that many people there. But the rest of the time, it's full. You know, we're doing back-to-back events. That was a big innovation for us, because for a number of reasons, it lowers our cost of fulfillment, it's better for our clients, more regular fulfillment, and also it creates a barrier for competitors. It's a barrier to entry. And what I mean by that is, it's possible for other companies to copy what we do. I mean, one of them has copied almost word for word what we've done, which everyone knows about. But some things that they can't copy so easily is going and investing in their own resort. I mean, you can't copy that unless you're willing to spend millions of dollars. So that's one of the other reasons why I did it. So the next thing we're working on is investing in our second property, and this is actually in Fiji. It's an island, and that's really hard to copy. So right now I'm working on that deal. That's about 30 days away from completion. It's not a done deal yet, so I don't want to say publicly that it's done, but it's very, very likely to go ahead. I was just in Fiji a few days ago, actually, just working on that deal. So the reason why I'm making that transition in the real estate, one of the main reasons is I'm a big believer in investing your money as you go, and you want to invest a lot of your money back into the business, but also you want to be taking money off the table in your business and diversifying into other asset classes. But if you can diversify into other asset classes where your primary business complements or can work with that other asset class, it gives you the ultimate competitive advantage. See, now I'm competing against other resorts, but my big advantage I have, which they don't, is I can fill rooms consistently. Where they might only be able to have 70% occupancy throughout the year, we can have 90%. We can have close to 100% occupancy, which gives us a big advantage. So that's one of the reasons why I'm doing it. I would say that the good 5 to 10 year plan is to continue getting more, not just resorts, but training centers. I want to have actual training facilities, not just in locations like Costa Rica, Fiji, but I'd love to have some in America, in big cities in America, actual training facilities where people show up and we have regular training, like a university. That's one thing I am thinking about now doing on a pretty big scale.
Would that be something that you would lease out, or would you want to build it and own it?
Me, I would love to invest in the real estate. Yeah, I mean, it really depends. We might lease some of it, but I would love to invest in the real estate. So it depends on cash flow and a number of factors, but I love to. I'm getting into real estate now in a big way, and I hadn't done real estate until about a year and a half ago. So I'm learning a lot, making a lot of mistakes, but I'm learning along the way. The other big thing we're focused on, I announced in 2014 about MOBEmarketplace.com and having a platform where we would one day have tens of thousands of different business training information products. Not just about making money in MOBE, but making money in business. That's the next big thing, and that hasn't gone as planned, mainly due to technology. Recently, we finished moving our entire company into our own CRM, so that is one of our next big goals. I want to create like the next Udemy.com or the next ClickBank.com, specifically for business training products. Okay, and that's all we focus on. We don't have products in different categories like personal development, weight loss, gardening, whatever you can imagine on ClickBank. We just focus on business training. So people come to know MOBE as, oh, MOBE's the place you go if you're an entrepreneur and you want to get good business training. Okay, so that's really my plan for the next 5 to 10 years. Does that answer your question?
Yes, thanks. It's interesting to see how your mind works and your vision, and thank you very much.
Yeah, thanks guys, appreciate your support. So if you have a question, go to askmattlloyd.com. Otherwise, we'll see you tomorrow.